Hello viewers, welcome back to Math with Bahar. In this class we shall learn about fractions and the different types of fractions. I have written a definition over here. Let us have a look at it. A fraction is a part of a whole. Let us understand a fraction through an example. I have drawn a circle which is divided into 8 equal parts. So let us consider this as a pizza which is divided into 8 equal parts and out of which 2 parts are shaded. So suppose if I am going to have these 2 pieces of a pizza out of all the 8 pieces, how can we represent this in terms of a fraction? So we know that we are just going to have 2 pieces of the pizza. Therefore, we have to write 2 in the upper part of the fraction. And totally, since there are 8 pieces, we have to write down 8 in the lower part of the fraction. 2 parts are shaded out of all the 8 parts. Therefore, we can represent it as 2 divided by 8. So, 2 is a part. So, we can write it here as a part. And then 8 denotes the whole. That is the complete pizza. Therefore, we can conclude that a fraction is a part of a whole. So, in a fraction, the upper part of the fraction is called as a numerator. Therefore, here 2 is a numerator. And the lower part of the fraction is called as a denominator. Therefore, in this fraction, 8 is the denominator. So, now let us try to understand the different types of fractions such as proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, unit fraction, like and unlike fractions. So first let us have a look at proper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator is called a proper fraction. So here the numerator n should be lesser than or smaller than the denominator. So, numerator should be lesser than the denominator. Let us take an example. Suppose if we have 2 divided by 7. So, 2 by 7 is a fraction in which 2 is less than 7. 2 is smaller than 7. Let's have one more example. Suppose if we have 11 divided by 114. So, here you can observe that 11 is less than 114. The next example is 19 divided by 40. Again, numerator is less than the denominator 40. So, all these are the examples of a proper fraction in which numerator is smaller than the denominator. Okay. Therefore, we can say that these fractions are proper fractions. We can have some more examples. For example, 41 divided by 107. 9 divided by 12 and so on. So, all these fractions are examples for proper fraction in which numerator is smaller than the denominator. Next, we shall learn what is an improper fraction. So, a fraction in which the numerator is greater than the denominator is called an improper fraction. So, here we can say that the numerator n should be greater than or larger than the denominator. So, numerator should be greater than the denominator. Let us give some examples for improper fraction. So, let's consider 7 divided by 2. So, here 7 is the numerator which is greater than the denominator 2. So, 7 is greater than 2, therefore, it is an improper fraction. Let's have one more example as 4 divided by 2. Again, 4 is greater than 2. Therefore, this is also an example for improper fraction. Let us have some more examples like 9 by 3, 6 by 3, 41 by 20 and so on are also some of the examples of improper fractions in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. So, in all the fractions, the numerator is greater than the denominator. Let us know about mixed fractions now. So, a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called as a mixed fraction. So a combination of whole number will be there along with a proper fraction. So that type of fraction we call it as a mixed fraction. Let us consider the whole number w and a proper fraction in which the numerator and the denominator is there. So numerator will be less than the denominator. Let us consider some examples. Suppose if we have 2, 1 divided by 2. This is a mixed fraction in which 2 is a whole number, 1 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. So as you can see, 1 by 2 is a proper fraction. So here let us take one more example as 5, 2 by 3. Again 5 is a whole number. Then we have a proper fraction which is 2 by 3. So combination of a whole number and a proper fraction again is a mixed fraction. So the next example is 16, 4 by 9. 16 is a whole number along with 4 by 9 which is a proper fraction. Therefore, a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. Now let us know what is a unit fraction. So if the numerator of a fraction is 1, that means the numerator should be equal to 1, then it is called as a unit fraction. Remember, in a fraction, if the numerator is equal to 1, then we call that fraction as a unit fraction. For example, 1 divided by 9. So this is a unit fraction since 1 is the numerator. Next, let us have 1 by 4, 1 by 7, 1 by 6, 1 by 14 and so on. So in all these fractions, the denominators are different, but we can observe that the numerators are 1. So the numerator is equal to 1 in all the fractions. Therefore, we can conclude that if the numerator of a fraction is 1, then it is called as a unit fraction. Now let us know more about like fractions. So here you should have at least 2 or more than 2 fractions to compare and tell whether they have same denominators. So if they have same denominators, they are called as like fractions. Remember the word same denominators. So if the fractions have same denominators, we call the fractions as like fractions. Let us have some examples. So first example, we are going to consider it as 4 by 5, 7 divided by 5, 6 by 5, 9 by 5 and 3 by 5. So here we can see that all the denominators are same. We can observe that all the denominators are same, which is equal to 5, right? So the denominator here is 5. Therefore, these fractions are example of like fractions which have same denominators. Remember, it should have same denominators. Therefore, we call these fractions as like fractions. The next type of fractions are unlike fractions. If 2 or more fractions having different denominators, then we call those fractions as unlike. Remember, the denominator should be different. Denominator should be different. Only then we call those fractions as unlike fractions. Let us have some examples. So let's have 4 divided by 2, 3 by 6, 9 by 4, 4 by 7, then let us have 36 by 8. So here we can observe that all the denominators are different. So in all the fractions we can observe that the denominators are different. They are not same. We are not going to consider the numerator. We have to just consider only the denominator. So fractions having different denominators are called unlike fractions.